A lot of the style of a movie is due to the director, so it's amazing when a cinematographer can maintain a style he is known for. My name is Ogenegwe Bright. I will be describing the styles of two ASC members, Emmanuel Lubezki and Gordon Willis of blessed memory. Emmanuel Lubezki adapts his style to the director and movie he's working on. In his movies, they are usually the long lens glamour style, almost lit like a commercial, and wide angle and end style that he is known for today. He always manages to get his actors to stand out and look amazing no matter the situation. In recent times, he uses wide angles a lot and is not afraid to use the 12mm lens of the Arri Alexa, which equates to 17mm of a full-frame DSLR. Sometimes he does the short lit lighting style, where the shadow side of the talent faces the camera, and the other is side lighting, split right down the middle. For both of these, he uses soft and diffuse light, often under multiple layers of diffusion to create a larger source. This gives his actors a shadowless look. The backgrounds are often flatter by a stop or more, which he gets by the use of multiple flags. The key is a stop higher, so that the face stands out. The overall effect is glamorous. On exteriors, he really loves landscapes, sunsets and sunrise, and the backlit sun. Most of his recent movies have exteriors that are mostly completely natural, which means he rarely uses artificial lighting, but still uses diffusion and negative fill to reinforce his style. He is not afraid to use lots of exterior lighting to get the job done. He just always makes things work regardless. He likes the moving camera and is not afraid of open frames and long takes. He most of the time prefers a clean image, and shooting digital gives him that. He is able to achieve proximity on the talent, especially in The Revenant, and intense focus at the actor's eyes. He can also adapt his lens use to the director's style, so it would be a mistake to say he only uses wide-angle lenses or a deep frame. When required, he can use the telephoto lens to stunning effects and is not afraid of shallow depth of field. Earlier in his career, he worked at a stop of 2.8 and 2.4, but has recently stopped down to 5.6 or higher, and his frame are filled with depth and information. He has the habit of pointing the camera at seemingly mundane objects, and he prefers to use the Arri Master Prime for its clinical look. Gordon Willis is the master of shadows, and it makes his work unique. He typically unexposes his subjects and always tries to keep things real. Willis himself prefers to talk in terms of visual relativity, saying, "I like going from light to dark, dark to light, big to small, small to big." He mostly shoots his exteriors in natural light. He hated the use of artificial sources for exteriors. He often places his characters backlit against the sun and let the ambient film their faces. In his interior lighting, sometimes it's similar to his exterior lighting pattern. There would be a top front light and extremely diffused and soft for that hard look and for it to be loved. He also loved hard light, and he took this to the extreme in The Godfather. The light was way up on the talent, making a part of his face very bright and his eyes in shadow. He also used the side light. Almost always when the character cannot be backlit, they are side lit. Most times he uses a single key light for his actors and not afraid to put them in the shadows. One of his favorite techniques was to have the actors between shadows and cast them into silhouette, and then light the background or put some bright element between them. He also likes to frame characters between doors or windows as a compositional technique. The contrast between the light side and the shadow side is always very extreme. He had close frames and long frames where talent walked towards the camera. He rarely moved the camera, and when he did, it was always a tracking or panning shot. He's got a unique signature style of extreme close-up where he cuts off the head of the talent slightly He always almost keeps his camera at high level. The horizon of his exterior shots are usually down the middle. He usually insists on knowing the shot sequence from the director so he can visualize it before shooting. He hated the run and gun style of shooting. It had to be meticulous. His lighting style was formal and didn't allow talents to move out of their marks, and he took his time to light a scene until it was perfect.